Hi, welcome to my video on finding theta when cos and sine have values equal to 0 or plus or minus 1. These are values related to the quadrantal angles of 90, 180, 270, and 360. Find theta when cos and sine equals 0, 1, or negative 1. The circle with a radius of 1. So here's the circle. A radius of 1 to this point is 1 comma 0. This point right here is 0 comma 1. This point right here is negative 1 0. And this point right here is 0 negative 1. So this is a 0 rotation, 90, 180, 270, 360. And we're only looking at the values between 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 360. So that's the values we're looking at. We're not looking at any negative rotations or any rotations more than one revolution. And cos is associated with the x and sine is associated with the y. And again, x comma y, think of cos and sine alphabetically. X is before y, c is before s. So we have theta. We're looking at cos theta, and cos theta is the values of x as we rotate. 0 is a 1, 90 is a 0, 180 is negative 1, and 270 is 0, and 360 is back to 1. Sine is the y value on the unit circle. Sine is the y at 0, y is 0. And at 90, y is 1. And at 180, y is 0. And at 270, y is negative 1. And at 360, back to 0. So looking at this circle, which is unit circle, we're going to find the values. Cos equals 0. Cos is the x. So where is x 0? X is 0 at 90 and 270. Again, cos is the x. Where is x 1? X is 1. X is 1 right here, and that's at 0. Or we run all the way around, we could say 360 also. And cos is the x. So where is x negative 1? X is negative 1 at the 180. And number 2, we're going to look at where sine is 0. Sine is the y. Sine is the y value. The y value on the unit circle. So where is sine 0? Where's y 0? Y is 0 at 0. Y is 0 at 180. And y is 0 if you go all the way around, come back to 360. So where is y1? Y, sine is the y. Where's sine 1? Where y is 1? Y is 1 at the 90. And where sine is the y, where is sine negative 1? Where y is negative 1, and that's at 270. Again, notice that all these angles are positive because we're picking them up between 0, equal to 0, between 0 and 360, and equal to 360. And another similar question, where's cos plus or minus 1? So that means that cos is the x. So where's x 1 at? At 0. All the way around to 360. And where's x negative 1? At 180. And where's sine plus or minus 1? So sine is the y. So where's the y1? Is at 90. And where's the y negative 1? At 270. So plus or minus means sine is right here. That means cos theta equals 1, or cos theta equals negative 1. Right here, sine is plus or minus 1, That means sine theta equals 1, or sine theta equals -1. Okay, let's continue. So by learning this circle and knowing that on the unit circle cos is the x and sine is the y, we can find the values. Good circle, always keep that in mind, always draw it when you're doing trig. And there's another way to handle it also, to show you how it comes around. Here's a circle, and if we go around this circle, we have 1, 0, 0, 1, oh, -1, 0, that's a -1, 0, and this one is 0, -1. So we're going from 0 to 360, including 0 and 360, and we're doing in terms of cos. We're looking at, these are the equations that's going to fit this graph. So x equals cos theta. The cos of 0 is a 1. The cos of 90 is a 0. The cos of 180 is -1. Cos of 270 is 0. The cos of 360 is a 1. So there's the cos graph. Now, what about x equals 1? X equals 1 is this line going here. X is 1 always along this line. So, where would these two intersect? They intersect here and here. They intersect at 0 degrees and 360 degrees, which is what we just did. So, these two equations combine to read, oh, that's a theta there. These two equations go together, cos theta equals 1. So x equals cos theta is this graph. X equals 1 is this line going through here. And put them together, where is cos 1? So cos 1 at 0 and 360. Now we got cos graph again. Cos is 1, 90, -1, 0, 1. Cos graph is a sideways C. Notice, again, cos is the same. This is the cos graph again. So cos of 0 is 1. So we get 1, 0, -1, 0, 1. So there's the cos graph, which is a sideways C. And notice it starts at 0 degrees, cos is 1. So you go from 1 to 0 to -1 to 0 to 1. So there's the cos graph. Now this cos graph here we're looking at is we're also looking at x equals -1. So x is -1 down here. And so that's the equation. Cos theta equals -1. And so we put the two of these together. There's the cos graph. There's x equals -1. Put that in. If x equals -1, this is the point. So that point is 100 at 180 degrees. So when theta is 180 degrees, cos x is -1. You can see it from the graph. And again, we have the cos graph where x is 0. X is 0. Where's x 0? Right there. X is 0 right there. So this is cos theta equals 0. Cos theta is equal to 0 at cos is 0, x is 0 at 90 and 270. So x is 0 right there, because x is 0, and this is theta, and 0. Theta is degree, and x, so x is 0 right here, and right here. So x is 0 at your 90 and your 270. So look up here. Where's x equal to 0? X is 0 here at your 90, and x is 0 here at your 270. Okay, let's have a look at the sine graph. The sine graph. The sine starts at 0. The sine of 0 is 0. The sine of 90 is a 1. So we 0, 1, back to 0, down to negative 1, back to 0. So sine graph is a sideways S, starting off at 0. And the sine graph starts off at 0, goes to 1, goes to 0, goes to negative 1, goes to 0. That's the pattern for y equals sine theta. 0, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. And so, let's look at, this one is going down, just a little bit more curved there. So where's y1? Y is 1 right here. Y is 1 all the way along here. So these two intersect. The equation is sine theta equals 1. So sine is 1 at 90 degrees. Sine is 1 at 90 degrees. So here's the graph representing this equation. Sine equals 1 is made up of these two graphs combined. There it is. Sine is negative 1 is down here. Sine is negative 1. This is the one where y equals 1. And up here is where x equals 1. I forgot to put x equals 1 on this line. Have it here. And x is 0. That's right straight through here. X is 0. X is 1 there, negative 1 there, x is 0 going through here. And so we have this answer is the equation is sine theta equals negative 1. So that's 270 degrees right there. And if you look at where sine is negative 1, sine is the y is negative 1 here, and that's the rotation of 270. And we have this one, there's the sine graph, y equals 0. Where is y 0? Y is 0 right here. So this is this one. Y is 1 there. Y is negative 1 there. This is y equals 0. So notice y is 0 at 0 degrees, at 180 degrees, and at 360. So y is 0 right here, starting at 0, starting at going to 180, and going back to 360. So there's y is 0 there at 0 degrees, at 180 and 360. So that's just another way to show it in terms of the equation, showing you how the equation right here, y is sine theta, y equals 0. So the equation that we're trying to solve is sine theta equals 0. So where's y 0? There's the three answers according to this domain that we're picking out the answers from. So I wanted to illustrate that this equation came from these two. And again, this equation here came from the graph of sine and the graph of y equals negative 1. Hopefully that is explaining the intersection on the quadrantals up to 90s, to 180s, 270s, 360, etc. If you like my video, click the like button, subscribe button, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.